Hey, this is Dr. Renee Tucker. I am here today to tell you that suspensory injuries in horses are 100% preventable. Oh my gosh, everybody's freaking out because I said 100% and nothing is 100% and what the heck is she talking about? Yeah, I know, I did say 100%. Here's what I'm talking about. I am not talking about the unusual situation with suspensory pulls. That includes things like DSLD or pre-existing conditions like arthritis, severe nutritional problems, actual fractures or known trauma, real trauma, you know, put your foot in a hole and do a somersault kind of trauma. No, I'm not talking about any of that. To me, those are unusual and they're over in another category. The suspensory injuries I'm talking about, and for this series of videos, it's just the front legs for right now, but the same ideas apply to the hind. But anyways, the regular run-of-the-mill, everyday, vanilla suspensory pulls. And when I say pulls, I mean all those suspensory injuries, pulls, strains, drains, any kind of tears, anything like that. All those things, I swear, are preventable. So, in order to get to that, I would like to tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a veterinarian, and she was an equine veterinarian, and she saw lots of suspensory injuries. Now, that would be because suspensory injuries are the #2 cause of problems in horses. And that's second only to colic. So she saw a lot of these horses, and she always thought it was weird because the stories were all different, and yet they had this common theme of everything was fine. And then I put the horse out in the pasture, and it came in, and it's lame. Or we had a nice easy lesson yesterday and we didn't even jump, and I put the horse in the stall and now it's totally dead lame. Blown suspensories. There's always variations on this theme. And so the theory has been like, okay, well, you know, it's an athlete, you know, we're jumping, we're ripping around barrels, we're dressaging, whatever athletic event you're doing. But then, you know, it's overuse, and so all of a sudden it's just like the straw that broke the camel's back, you know, just that one last jump and boom, just gone. You know, because they're athletes, and so this happens in human athletes, so therefore it's just chronic overuse, and then all of a sudden it can't take it anymore. That seems legit, right? So this veterinarian, she continued on, and she saw an interesting thing because she ran into some horses with suspensory issues that were trail riders. Yeah, just regular trail riders, nothing, you know, extravagant, pretty easy, but regular, you know, many times a week. So the horses were in condition, but not doing difficult rides, and under 10 years old. Blown suspensory. Very weird. And she's pondering these things, and she's thinking, you know what's even more weird about these suspensory injuries? Why is it only one leg, right? I mean, if we're overusing these suspensories, horses have 2 of them, and so really, why is it just one leg? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, maybe they're handed. Okay, something about that. Yeah. So, anyways, this veterinarian continued on, and then she saw that there was a lot of horses, not a lot, but a good number of horses that she saw with suspensory injuries that weren't healing, that spent a year in the stall and barely better, and rehabbing at a 5-minute walk for months and just barely any better. And it's so stressful. And I'm really sorry if this is your horse where you've had suspensory injuries, and it's really devastating, and it's just so traumatic, and it's like your whole life is this, and your horse is stuck in a stall, and you know, it's awful, and I want to get rid of these, okay? So here's what happens. This veterinarian, all right, you figured out that was me. Okay, so I went on and I got, you know, I'm certified in chiropractic and acupuncture and just holistic healing. So I saw a lot of these horses with these suspensory injuries. And what I found was that they had 4 major areas where they were not right. That seems silly. What they are is the contracted heels, and then the accessory carpal bone, the sesamoids, and the shoulder. So there's 4 areas that I call transfer points, okay? Because they transfer the concussion of the ground up to the horse and just make it easier on the leg. Now, obviously, they do more than transfer the pressure. Okay, they are part of fulcrums. They're part of keeping the friction off the joints. They're part of the suspensory apparatus. Okay, but can I just make it simple? All right. Okay, there's 4 points. Those 4 points I just told you about. Every single horse I saw with a suspensory injury has at least 3, if not 4, of those things not working. They are not going well for them. So the concussion from the ground cannot transfer up the leg. Instead, it's stuck and it's pulling and it's jamming. And what gives? The suspensory. So you can check these points and get them fixed, and then everything will be great. It'll be awesome. Now, a couple last things. You will not find these methods and this checking in any veterinary journals, even though I am a veterinarian, because us veterinarians, we're not taught these techniques for checking that I'm talking about here in this video series. We're not. And if you tell your veterinarian, and I hope you do, they're going to think I'm crazy. But I'm not crazy, okay? We just need to knock the suspensory injuries off the number 2 spot and get rid of them. They're ridiculous. So in the next video, I'm going to show you a video of a horse so you can get a little example of what I'm talking about. And then I'll show you how to check these 4 points, and then we can stop horses from getting suspensories in the first place, getting them to heal up all the way, because if they're not aligned right and working right, the suspensory ligament never gets to rest and heal. No matter how many months they're in the stall, it doesn't heal. Okay? And it will prevent reoccurrence, because that's just what's happening. They heal up, they look good on the ultrasound, they're rehabbing pretty decent, but no one ever fixed the 4 problem areas, and there they go again. Okay? We can stop this. Please stop it. So we can do it, and then I will see you on the next video where I'll talk about why this all works together, and we'll get this all fixed. Thanks for watching.